Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Eva, this is Eva the Vegan, and I share all things sustainable living. And in today's video, I really wanted to share with you my me-made / me-adjusted wardrobe. So I'm going to be showing you 6 items of clothing that I have made or massively adjusted myself. The first one is my most recent and my most proud item, I guess. So it is a bit grubby, it doesn't need a wash. This here is a wrap maxi skirt. I will insert clips of me wearing them all. This I'm really proud of. I made it from an old cotton bedsheet I found in a charity shop, and I followed a vintage pattern. I managed to find it in a charity shop for 50p the pattern, and yeah, made it my first time ever following a pattern. Usually I just make things up as I go. Yeah, that is the most recent thing I have made, and the first skirt or anything that's not a top that I have ever made that is wearable. So very proud of that. The next item actually does need some, again, needs a wash, but it does actually need some bits done to it still. But this is another more recent piece that I made myself. The pink gingham is from some old childhood bedding of mine, and this kind of satin, it's a polyester satin, I found in a bargain bin in my local fabric shop. So yeah, there's a lot of mistakes with this, and I didn't actually have any tailor's chalk when I made this, so I used a pencil highlighter, and that's what all the grubbiness is around the darts, because I had to remake the darts. But I made the pattern up myself, and I based it on one of my favourite dresses. I changed it a bit to make it a bit more slim fitting on the top, but kind of like that oversized boxy cut, and it's like slightly cropped, very nice and boxy, and it was my first time ever doing a gathering, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's very pretty, very cute. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself. I really like this. The next thing is another top from the same fabric as the other one, or part of the same fabric, and I made this last year actually. This again is made from my childhood bedding, and I made this up. I really like how this turned out. It isn't perfect for sure. The shoulders don't match. I haven't even hemmed the fabric on the shoulders or anything like that, and there's a lot of things wrong with it, but overall I think it looks quite nice. The darts are in the right place, it fits me really nice, and I love the fabric, and it's very light and comfortable. Made it over a year ago, and I've worn it so many times and washed it loads of times, removed stains from it, and it's still in really good condition despite the fact that I made it and I didn't do a great job. So the next thing is not something that I made myself, but something that I adjusted. So I have this really beautiful check dress. This is from Thought Clothing. I really like them as a clothing brand. Again, why are my clothes dirty? Anyway, so I got this about a year ago, and it was a midi dress, and I just felt that it was a bit too old for me, I guess. So I took about 6 inches off, and it was my first time. I was scared because it's a really nice dress and it wasn't cheap, and I was scared I was going to ruin it, but I think I did a really good job. I copied the original hem. I think I did a really good job of hemming it so it looks like it should, you know, with the thick hem, and it's not all caught up or anything. And I think I did a really good job, and I'm actually really happy with how it looks. It's a really nice length now, and yeah, I wear it a lot more now that it's shorter actually. This isn't something I've made yet, but I wanted to share with you kind of where I get a lot of my fabrics from. So this is like a cotton, this is quite a hard cotton, it's not very soft, but this is quite a thick cotton. It's actually a curtain that I found at my grandparents' house, but there's enough fabric there for me to make something out of it, and they just gave it to me because they were never going to use it because it's just one curtain, and I really like the colour and I really like gingham, so I got it for free. I'm hoping to make a long sleeved wrap top, I think, so long sleeve, quite fit on the sleeves, and then wrap and tie, quite cropped so I can wear it over my dresses. So definitely subscribe, stay tuned. Or if you have any other ideas of what I should make with this, or if you have any good patterns or know of any good patterns for cropped long sleeve wrap tops, please comment down below or DM me on Instagram at Eve the Vegan, and yeah, that'd be really great. The final thing I wanted to show you is something I like doing a lot with old clothes. So these are my Lucy and Yak Dunga shorts. They were baby pink. I've had them for about 4 or 5 years now. I've had them for a long time, and being a light pink, they had faded and they got really grubby. You know when something's fading, it just always looks a bit dirty, and I just wanted it to be a bit smarter. And I do have an awful lot of pink, so I decided to dye them black. The dye I used is that Dye-Alon dye that you put in the washing machine. The Dye-Alon dyes are not perfect, although they are chlorine free, but they do only bind to the fabric, and living in a flat, it was important for me to not make a mess everywhere and ruin anything. So putting it in the washing machine water goes to my local water recycling plant station place, and they actually have phosphate and nitrate stripping because of the nature of this catchment. So they have quite an advanced system near where I live for treating water, so that gave me a bit more confidence in that the water that I would be wasting as a result of dyeing this, like the wastewater, would be treated in a really thorough way. Anyway, so the dye I chose is ever so slightly more eco-friendly just because it binds to fabric. So as you can see, the pink thread is obviously polyester. A lot of thread is polyester because it's a lot more durable. If you've ever sewn on a sewing machine, you know that polyester thread is much better than cotton because cotton just snaps all the time. So you can see it has the polyester label, everything, nothing polyester has been dyed in this process. I did quite a lot of research on it, and that's what I chose to go with, and I'm quite comfortable with my decision. I know a lot of people will criticise me or not, but like these were getting to a point where I wasn't wearing them, and just dyeing your clothes so that you can get more wear out of them even after owning them for 4 years is a lot better than buying something new which would have to be dyed in the first place. There's a lot to weigh up. It's not as black and white as people think, than just like using all natural dyes for everything, because then everything's gonna be such a light colour, and sometimes that's just not practical or even just what you want, like, you know. So that was my me made / me adjusted wardrobe. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any other content you want to see from me. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a beautiful day, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.